Hello, I'm Mrs. Kerins, your Orange County Virtual School math teacher. I want to give you a quick overview of the course announcement page and all the resources you need in order to get you started in your course. This is my announcement page. It does have a scroll feature. You do need to scroll down to receive all the information for the course. I'm going to go over each part of this just a little bit quickly. The announcement right in the very beginning. This changes, it'll change week to week, so just be sure to read that about any important upcoming dates or just information that I feel you need to know. As you scroll down, there is a calendar. This calendar is going to hold all the dates that I have for DBA sessions. I do my DBA sessions through my virtual office. It also has the dates on here for any upcoming work days or things of that nature. So again, this is a scroll. You can open the calendar in full screen view if you want, using the view full page, or just scroll through the calendar within the web page here. And then we continue scrolling. This is information about how to schedule a DBA. I typically do my DBAs, my discussion-based assessments, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays will be my Geometry and Algebra 1 classes and Math for College Readiness. And then Thursday will be all of my middle grades math, so Math 1, Math 2, and Pre-Algebra. If for some reason you cannot attend one of those sessions, or the date that you're assigned to, just let me know, and I usually have no problem with you attending on the other day. And again, this is through my virtual office, which the link for that is right here. There's also a link towards the top of the page that you could click on that will bring you to my virtual office as well. And this is a program through Blackboard Collaborate, and you can access this program at any time by clicking on the virtual office link. You want to do that at any point. You could even do this now to make sure that you have everything ready to go in terms of like your requirements for your computer. So if there's Java that needs to be updated, all that can be handled now, so that when you're ready to do your DBA or attend any live lessons, we're not waiting. You're not getting stuck waiting for your computer to make sure everything's up to date. Okay, so go ahead and take care of that as soon as you can, and making sure you can get into the virtual office and you know where to go for this. If you are not able to attend a virtual session for the discussion-based assessments, then you can also use my appointment scheduler. There's a couple hours throughout the week that I have scheduled just for DBAs and welcome calls and things like that. But if at any time like these dates and times don't work for your schedule, you are always welcome to email me or call me, and we can work something else out. I have students all over the place, so in all different subject areas. So this is just one way that I help organize all of that. But if it doesn't suit your schedule, then you just let me know, and we will work something else out. Okay, so if we keep scrolling down, here's where you're going to find the information about students that are doing awesome in the course, which I'm sure most of you will be. But I'm going to keep track of our star students. Parents and students both can follow up with this and hopefully see your name on there very soon. And we scroll down even further. This is where you're going to want to check to see my office hours. So you can see this week I do have 2 late evenings on Wednesdays and Thursday. This changes week to week, so it's very important that you follow up with this schedule to make sure that you're reaching me at the best time. If you call, for example, on Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock, just know that your call may not be returned until that afternoon. All right, so just feel free to check the schedule early in the week so you kind of know when I'm going to be available for you. Also, down at the bottom here is your DBA rating scale. You're going to use this scale when we talk on the phone or when we do our DBA sessions through the virtual office. You're going to check this scale and you're going to give me your rating. So this is going to be, if you didn't understand anything, which hopefully that's not the case when you're doing the DBA, you would say that your rating scale is a 1, that you did not understand the module and cannot explain it. Because generally with math, if you can explain it, then you've got it, you understand it, and you're good to go. So you can read through those. A 4 would be that you understood all of the module and can explain it confidently. So you're going to use those ratings when we speak, and then also when you do your DBA, when you fill out your assignment for your DBA, make sure you put that rating in there as well. All right, and if you need it, there's the principal's email address down there. If you've got good stories to share or anything else, you're certainly welcome to email her, and she'll be happily accept your email. Okay, so that is the welcome page. I just wanted to show you a few other features. When you log into the course, this is the first thing that you're going to see. My phone number is right here at the top. And then there's the email, and then there's also the help desk number. Anything that's technical support related, like you can't log in, or you're having trouble using some of the programs, or anything that's like basically computer related that's a technical issue, then you need to call the help desk for those concerns. Everything else, content-wise or whatever, then that's when you reach out to me. Okay, so first thing when you log into your course, you're always going to want to check your email. This number is going to tell you if you have any emails that you haven't read yet. I right now have 5 of them. So, just double check those. You're responsible for checking both emails, the email here in Educator and also in the VSA platform. That's the one when you first sign into virtual school. You should see a little email icon for you to also check that email. When you get into the course, this little black bar is where your menu is. So these little lines right here is where you're going to click on to get your menu, and your lessons and your assessments and your gradebook and your email. These are all the things that are going to be most important to you. So let's go head over to your lessons. Your lessons are essentially your textbook. So you don't have a physical textbook in front of you, but this is where all your lessons are. As you go through the modules, even in the very beginning, you're going to actually receive from me a pace chart that is going to give you what assignments are due by what date. The course is designed to complete segment 1 in 16 weeks and segment 2 in 16 weeks. So it's not necessarily dependent on the school calendar year, depending on when you actually start this course. Some students are starting on day 1, and other students might be enrolling further down into the school year. So you will have 16 weeks from the date of enrollment, the date that you're activated in the course. When you are wanting to be activated, you are placed into my class, and you'll receive a welcome email that has instructions on viewing this video, which is how you most likely got to this point. And then you'll also receive a Google Doc form link that you'll need to fill out after you've watched these videos, so that I know that you're ready to be activated in the course. So once you're activated, we always activate students on Tuesdays. Once you are activated, then I will send you a pace chart, which is going to give you the dates that all of your assignments are due. If for some reason you lose that pace chart, or you want to double check the assignments, you can go back into your menu and go to pace. And then most students will be completing the course in 32 to 36 weeks for segment 1 and segment 2 together. And then when you click on the pace, then everything is broken down here. The only difference between this pace chart and the one that I send you is that this one does not have the dates in here, whereas the one I send you will have the actual dates. So this is the only difference between these two pace charts. Okay, so once again, I was talking about the lessons. This is basically your textbook. So you sign in, and you can scroll, menu. You can go to the menu depending on where you left off. You don't have to, scroll through everything each time. So at the end of every lesson, it's going to tell you what the assignment is. So let's say, we've read all of this, we've watched the videos, we've listened to all the instruction, and we are making our way to the end of the module, to the end of the lesson. And then it's going to tell you, read through all pages of the lesson, make sure that you develop responses to the assessment questions, and then complete the assessment. So when it says complete the assessment, that means you're going to go back up to your menu, to your assessments tab, and then this is going to be where you're going to find all the assignments that you have to complete. So then I would go to 1.01, and it says it's an exam. Essentially that means it's a multiple choice assignment or a short response type thing. All these ones that say assignment are things that you have to complete by hand, meaning either through the computer. There's like a computer program called GeoGebra, or if you do it for your constructions, for example, if you're in geometry, you would do this on paper, and then you can either scan your documents in, you can take pictures of them and send them in that way, whatever you need to do to get your handwritten work onto the computer, and then you attach those files. So let's say that I was turning in a construction assignment. When I click here, there's a place for me to put in any student comments I have, and then you select your file from your computer and upload it. And then you always, anytime you want to submit an assignment, you must click Submit for Grading, and then this changes to Submit for Grading and you turn it in. Then the assignments, that's when the assignments come to me. If all you do is save for later, then I don't see those assignments in the gradebook to know to grade. Once the assignments are graded, they will go back to you into your gradebook. So back up to the menu and then click on Gradebook, and you can see every assignment that you've already turned in that's received a grade. Now there's nothing in here for me because I haven't turned, I'm not a student turning in assignments, but you'll see all your grades here and the scores that you received. This is also a good place, you can show your parents what you've been submitting and how your grades are calculated based on this gradebook. Okay, there is one more feature that I wanted to show you, but unfortunately it's not loaded in the programs as of this video currently. It will be very soon. But right in here, when you go to your menu, right around this space in the middle, there's going to be something called Ask a Tutor. Ask a Tutor is a free resource for Orange County Virtual School students that if you click on the Ask a Tutor, basically it brings you to a program where you can access a tutor 24/7. They're going to work with you one-on-one through a whiteboard program, and they're going to engage you in questioning back and forth with you. They're not going to simply give you an answer, but they're going to work with you and help you understand the concept that you're struggling with. So again, this is called Ask a Tutor, and it's free to use. And you are welcome to use this resource at any time. As a teacher, I'm not available to every student at every moment, and so this is a good resource to you if you are stuck and it's late at night, or first thing in the morning, or just even in the middle of the day. If it's not during an office hour that I have, then you can certainly reach out to the Ask a Tutor and get help that way. The Ask a Tutor resource is very helpful. You can go in and find actually other videos, and they have resources within the Ask a Tutor website. So it's not just going in there and looking for someone to help you. There are other resources that they do have. So it's very, very important. This Ask a Tutor resource is only available, I'm sorry to say, but it's only available to high school level courses. So this would be for geometry, algebra, math for college readiness, those courses. It is not available at this time for the middle grades math. Okay, I think that does it. If you are a Math for College Readiness student, you need to make sure you watch the next video I have on how to access your course. If there are any questions from anybody else, you're welcome to reach out to me at any time via email or phone call or text or smoke signals, however you need to reach out to me. All right, thanks so much, and I look forward to working with you all.